Okay, here we are. Camera's dead tonight. I don't know. It's a piece of crap. I've complained about it before. So, no face cam. That's fine. You just won't be able to see the blank expression on my face. But, time for some Assassin's Creed, I think. I don't know. Initially, I was doing like this nostalgia trip with Sonic Adventure 2. And I don't know. I just kind of wandered away from it. Primarily because of this game. It gave me. I got hooked on Viking stuff. Norse mythology is my jam. I've been playing this for a while. If you happen to see my timestamps, it's like 101 hours so far. Um, Big leap in forward time motioning. Yeah. Like last time I played this, I've played this 3 times on stream, and each time there's like a dozen hours that are just kind of not accounted for because I'm not playing this exclusively for stream. So at this point, I'm about to go rescue my brother, I guess. I've gotten all the alliances that I can get in England. Am I framey? I hope I'm not framey. A little bit. It's not too bad. I'll keep an eye on the stream and see how things are going. I did do some fidgeting with the settings. I don't know. Hopefully it'll settle down a little. So I've messed with my setup a little bit. I've got Excalibur. Here, I don't care. See me, whatever. I've got Excalibur still, and I'm using a Seeks, a dagger like dealy, because it has this really, really, really just stupidly powerful combo that you can do. And I'm in a random village in Wessex. There's no reason for me to be here, except that I was killing time earlier getting all the viewpoints in Wessex. Not necessarily all the goodies. I think I might go through and actually like 100% this game. I'm not typically a 100% kind of person, but I've been really enjoying my time with this game. I am going to be monitoring 2 chats here, so be patient with me. I've got the Facebook one up as well. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of explore. Ooh, there's some goodies around here, and I could use the iron. So I'm going to clean out this town. And then I'm going to go over here and get whatever that is. Apparently I can raid there. That'll be fine. And then I'll come over here and clean out the bandit hideout. Boop. And then I need to make my way up here to meet with Totally Not Loki, who's going to help me get my brother back. I guess. I'm not like real excited to get him back. I don't like him as a character. I've been sleeping with his wife as a character. You. I don't really. There was no need for that. I don't know. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing all right. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with stealth. I'm a frenzied Viking warrior. In fact, let's announce our presence with fire. Don't you want to know why they keep starting fires? It's high voltage. That's a song probably nobody who's going to watch this will know except maybe Seipel. Anyways, I hope everybody's doing alright tonight. 2020's coming to an end. I know things have been hard for a lot of people for a lot of reasons. I myself have been having a string of pretty unfun days, we'll say. Nothing really in particular going wrong. I don't know, I've just kind of felt garbage lately, and I've had some unfortunate encounters, and I don't know, the point is, I get it. If anybody out there is struggling, I get it. Things suck, and they don't always suck in a way that you can explain or that others can understand. I think it's just good to remember that everything passes, you know? Some things pass nice and easy. Some things pass like that flail through that man's skull. But everything passes. The good, the bad, all of it. So if we can just keep doing what we need to do as individuals and as communities to move forward, eventually we're going to see better days. Now, mind you, the active word there is doing. I'm not a big fan of laying blame all over people for things outside of their control, but I'm also not a giant fan of the idea of just kind of passively waiting. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Sometimes you gotta wait. Sometimes you just gotta hang out. Oh, that somebody ought to do something about that fire there. But more often than not, you've got to attempt. You've got to try something. Whatever that something may be, big or small. And don't underestimate the value of small effort, by the way. Even small steps, even baby steps are steps. I have a new mic. That was fun. I got a new mic for Christmas. Hopefully I sound a little better. I think I'm sitting in good range. I think my sound is optimized. I was messing with it earlier. Man, I don't know. I just wanted some freaking tungsten, man. And I need like 2 keys, and this is getting kind of convoluted. Eivor, will you just... Eivor, honey, lady, sis, my girl, will you please just... Alright, I guess we can do it that way. Where are the keys? I think that's one in there, in that building I just set on fire. So we'll do that. Don't know what that was. Ruh-roh. There's usually like a little thing I can break. Up top somewhere. Yeah, oh, no. Alright, so is there a window? I think there was a window I could see through. Oh, it's up there. That's right. Because raggedy ass cloth counts as a platform that you can and should be walking on. Alright, there we go. Nobody's home, probably for the best, given that some maniac just set the house on fire. So let's keep going. Oh, hey. Amanda joined me briefly, but I wasn't watching the Facebook chat, so I think you're gone. Sorry I missed you, Amanda. Miss having you around the school, too. Your class was fun. Another one I never really actually had in class, but... like, your graduating class, you were a fun lot. Hello, Mrs. Daisyface.
Good night.
Good night. How's the baby? Still good?
Yep.
The baby sleeps.
Barely moved.
Okay, I got the keys. And... yeah, there's a bunch of tiny little treasure chests I want to snag around town, too. Guess we're gonna go get that tungsten. I don't really need the tungsten, I just want to have it. If you haven't played much of this game, it's what you use to upgrade items to the final upgrade tier. It's good to have on hand. I think I've upgraded all the weapons I care about for now, but I also didn't realize that I was going to care about Seekses and small blades and stuff, so, may as well. May as well just grab it. Okay, I'm going to have to move some of my map markers temporarily. That's okay. Just because I don't want to have to keep opening the map every time I need to see where one of these little mini treasures is. These are typically going to be like leather or iron or something. I think that is a vast improvement. There's the Yuletide spirit. Just take that in. Ah. Oop. everybody lock their doors? Come on. That, yeah, we live out in the country. We don't need to lock our doors. Apparently not. Oh, wait. I think I see what I'm supposed to do. Ah. What? Okay. 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 I hate it. Alright, we'll just hit this one then. Whatever. Never mind the, like, 6 arrows stuck in the wall from the world's most incompetent bandit. Okay, next. Mark this last one here. Is my mouse icon up? Huh. Is it? Oh, I bet you that explains a couple of random glitches I've been having here. Let me just flip my mouse off real quick. There we go. Bet you that will help with some of my movement problems that I've been having. Oh, and happy holidays. Hi, guys. I just love that flash of doom that comes out of this sword. I used to think it didn't do anything but have a stagger effect, but it's actually got like some stupid damage on it. Stupid damage. Deck the halls with my hellfire. Fa la 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 la, let's burn it down. I'm a healthy person. Speaking of healthy, this man looks like he probably has a lovely pair of kidneys. And they're mine now. As well as his gold. Or silver. Same thing. Wait. I see what to do. Boom! Now we got a sharpshoot. Isn't there a bar on that door? Yeah. Can I hit it from here? Is the second question. Should be able to. There we go. That got it. I know I could use different kinds of bows, but... Alright. What do we got cooking in here? What was I even looking for? That. More, upgrade materials. Okay. Oh, this'll work. Alright, we're good. We good. And I believe this has a light on fireable roof. It does. Ooh, went up quick. Must have the passion. Hey, whoever's watching on Facebook, I see you. Hi, how you doing? Just trying to help grow the streaming presence my friends and I have on Facebook and Twitch. All that fun charity stuff we like to try and do once in a while. It's more effective if more people are watching, so thanks for stopping by. Saxon filth. Oh, I missed. There we go. You are remarkably unconcerned about the fire consuming your town. This fire is out of control. Probably shouldn't sing other people's songs. I don't want to get a copyright stroke. I know it's strike. I'm being dumb on purpose. Alright, you know what? Why would you do that, Eivor? Alright, I guess we're punching a priest now. Whoa. That man of God just shrugged off an assault that would have killed this dude. And in fact is going to kill this dude. Maybe I should stop burning down churches, eh? I did not choose death. Well, at least not my own. I love this attack. It's a total waste to use it on these buffoons, but I love doing that. Guys, come on. Shouldn't you be trying to figure out who set all those fires? Or, like, who keeps beheading all the guards? There's a maniac on the loose. And you're messing with me. You're messing with tourists. Alright. Got some money. That wasn't what I came up here for, though. Is it still... Tis farther up still. No! Eivor, you dunce! Just climb. There. Anybody who's ever played an Assassin's Creed game before knows very well, yeah, curative joint. The curative joint rune. Eivor got a green card, apparently. Let's see what it does. Was it a weapon rune? I wasn't paying attention. Weak point hits restore some health. So that's like for bows. Actually might consider... I like my rune setup on my Spartan bow. Anyways, blah blah, Assassin's Creed controls suck. Normally, if I were to blame the controls, you could be like, whatever, get good, and you'd be right, but it's, if anyone's ever played freaking Ass Creed before, you know, sometimes the controls are super tight, sometimes they do whatever they want. I really don't need to be doing this. I could be advancing the plot. Apparently I just have some things to work out. Last night I did this to every burnable surface in the city of Winchester, and boy howdy, did that make my frames chug, even non-streaming. In Eivor, in. Lord. Okay, and the last of the minor treasure is mine. And now I'm stuck in here, I guess. Why would you do that? Why would you... Why? Alright, whatever. Okay. Let's see. How am I doing for resources? And I think I might skip some of those other places and just get on with the plot. What do I need to get my last ration up? 1,300 chunks of iron to upgrade a bag. Alright. I guess I can shoot for that. I mean... What else am I going to do? I've got all these weapons I can upgrade, but I can work on those later. I don't really use them, although hammers are pretty fun. And there's some use for flails, too. We'll say. Flails are silly. They're best used as a main hand weapon. They're, as an offhand weapon, they kind of suck. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Did that woman just yell skeet? Huh. Saxons were weird. Okay, big shiny gold dot. I'll hit that. And this looks like it'll be some doing. So I'll just hit this and then go see what Totally Not Loki wants. I think. How do I get out of here? Those walls were meant to keep me out, but really, they've just trapped me in. This looks promising. Yeah, there we go, okay. Come, horse! I have a Pegasus now. Don't ask. Some things went down, it was kind of shady. Might be a couple of Greek guys kind of upset at me, but it'll be fine. A horse, can you go? Why are you trotting? Yeah, gallop. Yeah, mule. Yeah. Come on. Turn it off and turn it back on again. Why does horse not do? There we go. Nope. We said yeah. Okay, fine. I'll be faster on foot than with my winged horse. Didn't want to sprint. Ugh. So, I'm doing a lot of reading lately. Some really interesting stuff. I mean, I'm rereading my favorite Norse mythology book. It's a collection of a collection of prose versions of stuff from like the Poetic and the Prose Edda, which are the original, not the original, but the Poetic and the Prose Edda are basically the sources we have for pretty much all our knowledge on Norse mythology. And to my knowledge, all or most of it was written by one dude. So we have a really limited view on the Norse. And that's actually why if you read like a lot of the Norse mythological cycles, sometimes stuff is inconsistent and doesn't make sense. Anyways, getting sidetracked. I could rant about that for hours. In fact, I might. Who knows? Maybe that'll be interesting. Would that be interesting? You guys want to sit here and listen to me yammer about Norse mythology while playing a Viking game? Anywho, I've also been reading a book about populism, which is a complex subject, as most things in politics are. Oh, cool, this one's not even in a treasure chest. I just have to stab a dude up. Hi, guys. How are you? So, like, if you've been watching the news or anything over the past, like, 4 years, let's be honest, you've probably heard the word populism getting tossed around. It's a political movement. Basically, it happens when, like, the population of a country has problems that its government can't solve. So, this book that I'm reading, I can advertise it later. Because I don't remember the authors. Although I have talked about it to the other guys who run this channel, so if you're watching, and Dilly, I know I've talked to you about it. You could remind me in chat or something. But basically, they talk about, like, the weaknesses and the flaws and the problems in our own government. And why it is, or partially why it is, that it seems like the U.S. government can't ever, like, get stuff done. It's real neat, real interesting. Not something I ever thought I would have picked up, but my father-in-law, that door's not barred, but my father-in-law sent us a copy, sometime before Christmas. It's been good reading. But anyways, I saw some mild enthusiasm for the Norse myths thing. That's probably more topical anyways. I don't want to, broach politics. Not right now, at least, although it is something that needs talked about. So, this game as with all Assassin's Creed games, talks about, or it does like the alternate history thing, where like humans aren't the first people to live on this planet, and we're descended from this like ancient master race with tri-helix, triple helix DNA, brah. Um, and that's their explanation for like gods and mythological heroes and stuff, is that they either were heroes or were beings from that race, or they had, all right, take it for your buddy, or they like acquired artifacts from them, like the polytheistic gods and stuff. And they have some really interesting interpretations of a couple of things going on. So like, spoilers, big old spoiler alert. So if you don't want to know this stuff, because I'm gonna talk plot real heavily, and I'm, as I understand it, like a half to 2/3 of the way through this game. So spoilers, go like stuff your ears or something. Anyway, you've been warned. So Eivor here is the science fiction reincarnation of the being that the Norse god Odin is based on. And that's a really neat interpretation, I think. And at one point in the game, you have a quest where you have a bunch of visions. You've got to drink some suspicious liquids, and you have some visions about like Norse myths and stuff. And that's really interesting because it's neat to see how Ubisoft interpreted some of my favorite myths, like the Binding of Fenrir. I love that story. And it's also interesting to think about, like, this is, in the context of this game, Eivor is remembering things from her past life as Odin. Alright, we're gonna kill some pigs. Oh. Did I actually hit him? But she's not, like, capable of understanding all this sci-fi, like, fuckery. So she's interpreting it through the mythology of her people. Neat. They do pretty much nail that Odin's a douchebag. Like most polytheistic gods, the chief god of Norse mythology, Odin. Big old D-bag. They've got that in this game. He's like this gross, conniving dude. Eivor hears her, I guess, memories of being him. Oh, so many pigs! This may have been a mistake! She, like, experiences her memories of her personality as Odin as, like, a literal manifestation. So, like, he'll show up and talk to her, and he's, like, this gross, conniving, like, oh, kill the weak. They don't deserve their things. Bleh. Yeah, that's pretty much Odin. He is, in the Norse myths that we know, very quick and eager to get other people to sacrifice things for him. A lot like Zeus. Though Zeus was mostly interested in, getting busy with the ladies down there in Greece. Odin was very much interested in increasing his wealth, and often did so at the expense of others. Like the meat of poetry, in which I was actually just telling a kind of drunken version of this story to my wife last night. She likes it when I tell her super sarcastic versions of Norse myths I know well. He, like, murders a bunch of farmers in order to trick he murders a bunch of slaves, rather, in order to trick the farmer who owned them into hiring him so he can steal from the farmer's brother. And that's the kind of god Odin was. Ooh, another viewer. At least on Facebook. I'm not really paying a ton of attention to Twitch. If anybody's on Twitch, hi. How are you? I know the point is to up our Twitch presence, but I'm not, like, I'm just actively ignoring it. Might be. So, actually, I'm in the mood now. Not in, like, a weird way. Yeah, nobody's. I'm just gonna tell you that story. So, that'll give me something to focus on. I kind of feel like I'm rambling. So, Norse Mythology 101. In fact, I'm not going to tell you that story. We'll start with the creation. I'll do that. I'll just tell you Viking stories while I play this Viking game. What? Oh. Whatever. What makes you think you can take this? My sword makes light. So the creation. Every mythology, every religion has a creation story. And the Norse myth one, honestly, kind of a lot like the Greeks. And there are honestly elements in there that remind me of Egypt and of Judeo-Christian stories as well. So, at the beginning of time, there was nothing. So say the Greeks, or the Norse. Just an empty void. Endless blackness with two realms on either side. So not really endless. You know. It was called Ginnunga Gap. I recently made a totally cringy Yo Mama joke about Ginnunga Gap. I'll tell you later if you want, if I remember. So, in Ginnunga Gap, there was nothing. It's just a void. But to the north of Ginnunga Gap, there's a place called Niflheim, or Niflheim if you want to be snooty about my pronunciation. And it was a land of unyielding ice, just ice and cold, always and forever. And to the south, there was a land either called Muspel or Muspelheim. Not always the same name. Some cultures and storytellers.
Land of plenty.
What? Yes, congratulations. Some cultures and storytellers leave the Haim off, whatever. But it's a land of fire. And it was supposedly inhabited by a race of fire giants. We don't know where they came from. We don't know why they're there before any other living things existed. In fact, we don't even know any of them except Surt, the king of the fire giants. That is part of the mythos that I guess was lost. Or that we just, maybe it wasn't ever fully fleshed out. We'll never know. So you've got this realm of fire and this realm of ice. And in the middle, they meet. And the sparks from Muspel turn the faintly magical ice from Niflheim into life. And from this sort of slushy mixture emerges a being named Ymir. Y-M-I-R, Ymir. And Ymir is the first frost giant. Now, in pretty much every recording of the Norse creation, we're told to essentially take it on faith that Ymir was a proper bastard. We don't really ever hear what he did to earn him that title. But, giant's bad. That's all we really need to know. Except for the ones that aren't bad. Norse mythology complicated. So Ymir, the first giant, looks around and he's alone. Except not really, because also from this magical slush of fire and ice emerged a cow named Audhumla. And Audhumla produced presumably special milk of some kind. Magical cosmic cow milk. Space cow! And she was able to nourish Ymir. Cool. So Ymir drank himself into a stupor on magical cow juice, magical moo juice. And while he was asleep, the sweat under his armpits came to life. Yes, that's yes. And his right leg began to fornicate with his left leg. And from these two processes, we get the first ice giants, born of Ymir. He is the father of their race. Alright. Seems legit. Now, meanwhile, Audhumla was exhausted from having nourished a literal ice giant with her own body. So she starts licking the hoarfrost nearby for whatever nourishment she can get from it. And as she licks, she uncovers a head of hair. So she licks a little further, and then come the shoulders of a man. And she licks a little further, and eventually the entire man is set free. And this is Bor? I love Norse mythology, but I get the names confused sometimes. But whatever. He is the first of the gods. And Bor, we'll call him Bor for now, and I'll correct myself if I'm using the wrong name. It's been a long day. You'll forgive me, I hope. Marries one of Ymir's armpit daughters and has three sons, Odin, Vili, and Ve. Now, some scholars argue that, oh, it's a curse. Gotta break a curse around here. Some scholars argue that Odin, Vili, and Ve are in fact the same individual, that it's all just Odin, and that he takes on different names when he's fulfilling different roles. But again, we can't really know that because our recordings of Norse mythology are really incomplete. Anyways, these three brothers, they look around and they're like, man, this empty void of nothingness is really awesome, but I hate Ymir. Don't you hate Ymir, brothers who might also be me? So they decide, yeah, let's rub him out. So they murder Ymir. And this is no small task, right? We're talking like the first of the giants. He's as dramatically enormous as you would expect. I don't think there's anything for me down here. So when they kill him, the blood that spills out of his wounds is sufficient that it drowns all but two of his children. And these two children ride away on a tide of their father's blood and become the ancestors of all the ice giants in all the future stories. Now, meanwhile, Odin, Vili, and Ve are deciding what they want to do with this corpse. Remember, they still live in a void. Oh, I can break this. So they still live in this infinite void. And now there's a corpse and a whole lot of blood. So what do we do about that? They decide to build the world out of Ymir's corpse. The world is literally made from the body of a once living being in Norse mythology, so they tear him apart. His flesh becomes the soil. Can I please? There we go. Oh, I don't need to crawl in there. It's just right there. Bam! If anybody knows what the point of those is, let me know. I don't even think you get experience for doing them. Oh, you do. You get a little touch of experience. Nice. So his flesh becomes the soil. His bones become the stones. Or his teeth become the stones. His bones become the mountains. His hair is made into grass and trees and plant life of all kinds. His blood, sweat, and tears become the oceans, rivers, and lakes. They tear his brain matter apart and throw it into the sky, and it becomes clouds. Oh, and by the way, they built the sky out of his skull. It is held up by four dwarves. Nordri, Sudri, Ostri, and Vestri. Bonus points if you recognize those words. And then they take some sparks from Muspel. They take the biggest and brightest spark they can find, they toss it up in the air, and that's the sun. And then they take a duller spark, and they toss it in the air, and that's the moon. And then they take a bunch of other ones, and those are the stars. And so came to be the entire world. Now, at some point, and we're not clear on how, an enormous tree became the axis of all of this, the tree known as Yggdrasil. Oh, look. More people want a piece of me. So Yggdrasil is the axis of the universe, and all the 9 worlds of Norse mythology are kept in its branches. Asgard's up at the top. That's where the gods decided to live. Below that, you've got Alfheim, and then there's another world that I'm not going to talk about because I don't remember the name. Sorry. I was blank on the name. And also it might just be the same as Svartalfheim, which is much lower. So underneath Alfheim, you've got Midgard, which is where men and women live. Human beings, our world. And then under that, you've got Jotunheim, which is where the Jotun live, which is also sometimes said to be in Niflheim. And then underneath that, you've got Svartalfheim, which is where the dwarves live. Now, dwarves are actually just maggots that were crawling around in Ymir's flesh. And the gods, for whatever reason, decided, let's give them vaguely human shapes. Let's make them look a little like us. But they're creepy and ugly and greedy, and we don't like them, so they have to stay underground. If the sun touches them, they turn to stone. Humans, meanwhile, were made when Odin, Vili, and Ve were walking along the shores of the, at this point, empty Midgard, and they found two trees, an ash tree and an elm tree. And they turned the ash tree into the first man, and his name was Ask. That may or may not be related to my last name, actually, for those of you who know my last name. And the elm tree, they turned into a woman named Embla. And thus, men and women were born. We're coming up on some plot here, so we'll talk more creation stuff in a sec.
Oh, brother. Did you forget she has Halfdan Jarl's here? Stop talking.
Oh, hey, these are all my allies who've shown up to help me do damage. Hey, guys.
Eivor, you giant steaming bowl of elk piss.
Hi.
Oswald sends his regards.
Brother, brother. Or is it the other way around?
It's...
That guy's upset because he wanted to sleep with me, and I told him no.
Like a heartsick kitten. He's been moping since the wedding.
There'll be time later to reminisce. Are you madmen ready to spill some blood?
After that bastard Red, some nice soft Saxons will make easy meat for my blade.
Like the awkward stare down at the end there. I'm supposed to remember all these people, and I
Luvina.
don't really.
Once again we battle side by side. Greetings from the north, old friend. And how is your...
Oh, I remember her.
Still griping about the mess we made of Jorvik's council, but grateful for the help. To be honest, I think he's upset he didn't see the problem sooner. His pride is slow to heal.
Thank you for heeding my call, friend. Sigurd will be grateful when he hears you have come.
For your brother, I would upturn every rock in England.
Hey, it's this jackass from London.
My second favorite Norse.
Must we always drift together on such violent tides?
Actually, these guys are pretty cool. I quite liked them.
Meeting of friends is a glimmer of light in these dark days.
Ever the optimist, though. It's good to see you both.
I brought no pleasant words, only my blade. Let's see which proves more useful.
Ooh, edgy. Not really. That's not really what edgy is. Whatever. Alright, okay.
Be the first man to fall asleep on watch, but you would be the loudest.
I did not mean to fail you, Guthrum Jarl. It was only for a moment. I was so tired.
As are we all, boy. We marched hard to get here. Still, let's not disappoint me again. You hear?
My Jarl. I'm sorry.
Nice guy.
You must be able. I've heard much of you, young one. They say you're something. We'll see.
Guthrum Jarl, Saxon Bane and Reaver of the South. I am honored to meet you at last.
Respect where it's due. I like that. Here's hoping you fight as smoothly as you talk.
Eivor hopes to rescue Sigurd from the madwoman Fulke, now ensconced in Porchester Fortress. If you wish to crown yourself King of Wessex, Porchester must fall. An alliance here serves us both.
You promised a great army, but you couldn't breach a Krone's guard with what you have assembled here.
This is not the sum of my forces. Where are the rest?
Your allies are on their way. We must be patient.
We cannot wait for them. We march as soon as we are able.
With these numbers, are you keen to see Valhalla today?
I'll not sit on my heels while Sigurd rots in that she-dog's care.
We might muster for an attack in the woods east of Porchester. But there are scouts between there and here.
Scouts I can manage. Point me at them and I will blind Fulke's eyes.
One walks the road between Briggsworth and Chichester. Another on the riverbank north of Crowley. A third keeps watch on the hills south of Troing. But I warn you, these are all we know of. There may be more.
A risk we must take. I will find the scouts. You move the men into position near Porchester.
That is a rash gamble, Ravenfell. If we are spotted, we will be vulnerable.
If you want victory, come now or not at all. Every hour we waste could be Sigurd's last.
You had better be all they promised.
Alright, gotta go hunt some scouts. It looks like. I'm down with that.
That snake.
Where even am I? I haven't even fully explored Suth 6. Huh. Oh well. It'll be fine. So anyways, more stuff about Norse cosmology. So like a lot of mythologies, the Norse... Aw, guy's got a crush on Eivor. Still. Anyways, like a lot of mythological arcs, the Norse have stories of the sun and the moon being pulled by chariots.
Need your eyes, my friend.
Now, the sun and the moon, in this case, are of course just sparks from Niflheim, or from Mospa, sorry. But the chariots are driven by a young man named Night and a young girl named Day. And they drive those chariots because the gods were, let's say, offended by the fact that a human being was arrogant enough. Did my job for me. That somebody would be willing to name their children such glorious things. So they pull these chariots. And the chariots are chased by wolves. Hati, the wolf Hati, chases the moon, and Skoll chases the sun. And they are both the grandchildren of Loki. This is where the time gets a little convoluted in Norse mythology. It's hard to know why that's possible, given that the story about Loki even having a child in the first place comes later in the arc, but
Slain by wolves. My word has been done for me.
So they chase the sun and the moon, and that's part of the Norse explanation for eclipses, is they believe that those are moments when Hati or Skoll, depending on which celestial body we're talking about. Which one's closer? Yeah, we'll go this way. Briefly overwhelm and attempt to swallow the sun or moon. Now, it is said that during the end of days, during Ragnarok, Hati and Skoll will finally catch up with and consume the sun and moon entirely and plunge the world into darkness. Oh, I think that's about it.
My eyes.
Those are all the big things from the cosmology. Let's see what we got going on here. I'll think of another story I can tell.
North of Crowley.
Oh, that's him. Hello.
Sulky scout. Not the best you said you would be.
Lol, I'm not stopping. Ow. Okay, that might stop me. God, these guys are tough. But not tough enough. That was a waste of an adrenaline point. Alright, what do we got?
Orders from Folke. I should show this to Basim once I've dealt with the others.
Is there any fishing to be done? No. Fishing's, well, could catch that one fish, but that's not worth the trouble. Fishing's a decent way to make money in this game. This is not one of those games where you're going to have, like, a ton of currency. I think the most money, the most silver I've ever had on me was about 2,000. About 2,000 silver at one point. But fishing's a pretty enjoyable way to make money. Nice chill little mini game. Alright. Oh, come on, horse. You can do it. I think I've been through here before. Seems familiar. Okay, fine, horse. Jeez. Parkour better. Alright, albino raven. Find me a thing. This isn't really helpful. Could be anywhere in that big glob. Extremely inattentive scout, too. Could I perhaps blow him up? I think I could. Burn, trash. I promise I'm a very healthy person. Why is it acting like I don't know where Basim is? Shouldn't he be exactly... Nope, he's wandered off. So... Oh, we're supposed to meet somewhere else. Okay. Alright. So the thing about Norse myths is that they weren't written down for the most part. They were memorized by skalds, by bards, poets. And they were sung at festivals, so not only were they being memorized and repeated verbally, which is always a really unreliable way to, like, get one solid version of a myth. Oh, God, sheep! But they were being memorized and sung when, like, people were, well, you know, shit-faced. So when Snorri Sturluson, an early historian from Iceland, wrote these down, he wrote down the Norse myths as he was told them, as he had been told them. Or as they had been told to him, I guess, is a less dumb way to say that. So that's fine. You know, he did a perfectly wonderful job. We have all this knowledge because of him. But it's important to remember that we only really know one version of each myth, with some snippets and fragments of others.
I found something of interest in one of the scouts. Folkes news of Croydon's fall. She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
You still say I am reckless in my haste, Guthrum.
Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
Eivor is,
There must have been more scouts than we knew of.
What's done is done. Save your voice for the fight.
Eivor is the Assassin's Creed protagonist. Everything is her fault, and she's an arrogant douche. And I'm sure by the end she'll learn that being arrogant means that fewer things will be your fault.
We kill them here, or behind the walls of Colchester. I know if they die.
That's the way, Eivor!
Come on, guys, finish your own fights. Oof. Guy had some grit. Hey, that was my dude. Don't stab my dude. Why? Okay, I guess we can lock onto that guy instead. Oh, that's what's his face. Yeah, weird stuff happens when I parry attacks. Toxic clouds, fire. To battle! Hey. Oh, nice. Awfully spry for a dude I just shot in the knee. Alright, come on. Come on. You're fine. You're fine. What is this? Oh, weapons. I can throw weapons. I forgot. Bonk. Bonk. Stomp. And there goes you. No, oh, I accidentally did photo mode. I thought the game was crashing at a climactic moment. There we go. Actually, this seems an appropriate time to talk about the war among the Aesir and the Vanir. That's a pretty significant myth, because it leads into like 3 or 4 others. So there were 2 kinds of... That man just faded out of reality. Anyways, there were 2 kinds of gods to the Norse. There were the Aesir, the war gods, and the Vanir, the magic-practicing, witchcraft using nature gods and goddesses.
Like hounds. That ugly bastard's head is mine. Not if I get there first, slow arse.
Leave him!
Look at them. Like, running to battle, and then they do like the nerdiest looking run possible. These guys are gonna die, aren't they? Yep. Boss fight? Boss fight? Or are we just gonna let him walk? Yeah, there we go.
Found you, Saxon!
You'll join your friends soon enough. Is it for that withered bag of skin you fight? For Sigurd the Sickly?
Haha!
If Sigurd dies today, I will find your corpse and piss on it!
You bear your false deities like a plague to this land. But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate.
I decide your fate today, Saxon.
I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
Ooh. Ooh, now kill him.
When you see your god, tell him I sent you.
I'm a touch over leveled for this part of the game. For most of the game.
He is dead, Eivor. No breath within him. Gods.
You are wounded, brother. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
Alright, so anyways, at some point, for some reason... Oh no, never mind, I know the reason. So once, after the world was created and man was born and the elves and the dwarves and everything was set in their places, The gods, the Aesir gods, sat down for a feast, and in came the witch Gorveg, who some think may have been Freya in disguise. Now, Gorvig was kind of an unpleasant guest. She mostly just got drunk and ranted about how much she loved gold, so the Aesir, being the calm, level-headed bunch that they were, set her on fire. And because she was a Vanir, she brought herself back to life with magic. So they did it again. And she brought herself back again, so they did it again. 3 times burned.
How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
Many have died, my friend here among them. The fault is mine, knowing that is shaming us.
Small comfort that is to the dead.
What happened here? Uba, Soma, we come at a black hour.
And too late to bloody our blades. Most a pity.
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but folk is forewarned. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then. I know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, raven feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor,
I will hear you, Guthrum Saxon Bane, if you wish to speak your piece.
You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift, gather your allies, pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
Guthrum spoke in anger, but there is wisdom in what he says.
I heard and heeded. I'm not too proud to admit my mistake.
Then there is wisdom in you as well.
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Erke, Stone, Juvena, right there ahead of me. Together, we will bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people. But a debt is a debt.
Besides, they're men of Wessex, Alfred's folk, no brothers of yours.
We will set off immediately. Together we will fall upon them as Thor's hammer.
After that, we should strike at Fulke's supplies all across Sussex.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter I found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley, food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Uber, I need your axam at Guildeford. Soma, you and your men will aid me in Crowley.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I'll join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
Okay. 3 missions, sounds like. Maybe I won't get all this done tonight. Probably not.
Soma and Uba.
What is it, 10:30 a.m. maybe? We'll see.
I would have liked to offer a better welcome after your long journey.
I'm only sorry.
I'm not really interested in talking to these peeps.
We need a short while to organize the men. Then we'll set off as soon as we're able.
Maybe this guy. His brother just died. How you doing?
I would give to be there when he appears in Odin's hall. Old One Eye will have his hands full tonight. But I cannot let my brother lie forgotten in unknown soil. I must take him home. Bury him with what finery I can muster.
I understand. May Freya...
Aye.
Alright, well, bye, buddy. So anyways, the Vanir, they weren't real pleased with the way Gulveig was treated. Guess my horse isn't coming. Up there he is. Hey, buddy. And so they declared war on the Aesir, and it was a fairly brutal war. The Aesir were mighty war gods. But the Vanir knew a lot of magic. And eventually they were able to tear down the walls of Asgard, which will play into another myth later. And after the fighting went on for longer than anyone can imagine or remember, both sides decided that this was pointless and they were just trading lives and not really getting anywhere. So they declared a truce, and they exchanged hostages to seal the deal. They also did some other things to seal the deal, but we'll get there. So, Frey and Freya went to live as Aesir do in Asgard. And in return, the Aesir sent Mimir and Hodor. Now Hodor, big strong guy. Kind of dense, but a big strong guy. The kind of person that the Aesir liked. But the Vanir, they preferred cleverness. Mimir, however, was the wisest being in the universe. So maybe it balanced out. Eventually, though, the Vanir got upset. Because they realized that Hodor was an imbecile. And anytime Mimir wasn't around, he couldn't make decisions, he couldn't do anything.
If I could speak to them, we might avoid bloodshed.
And lose the element of surprise? These people make their living by the blade. We should attack headlong.
Yeah, no, we're not talking to these people.
Trying to save their lives, we would endanger ours. We fight.
At last, a chance to test the mettle of these Wessex folk. I wonder how they measure against those of the north.
One way to find out.
I feel like that was one of those decisions that's going to matter later. Oh well. So in a rage, the Vanir beheaded Mimir. That's great, you know, destroy the smart one. Whatever. And they mailed his head back to Odin. And Odin was, of course, heartbroken, but he wasn't eager to start the war again. So he did some magic that he had learned from Freya, since she came by. And brought Mimir's head back to life, placing him in charge of the Well of Mimir, a place so full of wisdom that taking a single drop from it could turn an imbecile into a genius. And so ended the First War. Nice. Flagpoled that guy. I don't know what I did to that guy. Alright, now we got a fart cloud, and there's fire. Oh. Hey, can you not, sir? Can't block that. There you go. Let's check on Twitch chat. How you doing over there? Looking good? Looking good. Don't forget to stop by, say hey. Of course, follows on Twitch are much appreciated. We're at 40 followers. The more we get, the more effective some of our charity stuff later will be. Oh, man. These pike dudes are just... yeah, they're my least favorite, I think. Alright, come on, get up. Did you seriously not realize I was here? I'm just gonna get behind you and do that old pokey poke.
The camp is ours.
That wasn't so hard, was it, Stoke?
Now I must see about destroying Fulk's supplies.
Ooh, more mastery points. Once you max out your skill tree. like I have, you get mastery points that just permanently buff like everything, either combat, ranged, or stealth related. I'm going way of the bear. The combat in this game is my jam. Alright, let's see. This is the closest. So we'll go hit that one. But first, no, quit trying to blow up dead bodies, Eivor. Nothing really valuable to steal here. So I could restock my arrows. Boop. And I should hit that. I should go get that synchronized point real quick. That viewpoint. Come here, horsey. The Pegasus is a creature from Greek mythology, by the way. Not really a Norse thing. There were flying horses in Norse mythology, but they flew because they were magic, not because they had wings. Look at those low-res birds. Alright. Up we go. Ooh, there's goodies here. What can I steal? Probably nothing. I'll come back later. There's more to this game than just this. It's not over once I rescue my brother. I'm on chapter 3, and I think there are like 7 chapters. Yeah, I've spent 100 hours getting to chapter 3. It's because open world games are the bane of my existence. I get distracted and wander off. But I feel like that's kind of the point. You know? Alright, let's go speak to our pal Ubba. I'm gonna get to blow stuff up, aren't I? This is a pretty game. I know that's far from the point, but I'm just taken with the prettiness of this game. It's very well made. Very well designed world as the grass pops in front of me. Okay, alright. Flying horse can't handle a gentle incline. Freaking Burger King horse over here.
Gilderford is a town of farmers and grain silos. Uber will be nearby.
Hello, Uba, whom we sometimes call Ubba.
All is ready?
We're a town of farmers and shepherds. This place bristles with swords. One of them is a Thane by his dress. Serious man with him too. Went into the longhouse.
If we take care, we might avoid drawing the Thane's attention while we burn the grain silos.
Is that a jest? Bring them on! Been too long since I met a Saxon warrior worth half the shit.
Okay. Let's see. Burning down grain silos. Let's just forget taking care. Come on. I do not know what happened to that man. Alright, sorry, Casper. And I got attacked by a rooster. This is such a powerful ability. Hey, Marissa's back or still here? I don't know. Anyways, I've been telling Viking stories. I don't have them memorized. I'm sure there are some neckbeards out there who'd be angry at me for forgetting certain details or leaving out names, but get over it. Yeah, you guys don't want to come down here. Things are about to get real. Like exploding grain silo real. Jesus. Set on fire. Arms cut off. Alright, where are those other grain silos? You know, we're gonna set this on fire too. This isn't really part of the objective, but more fire is good. Yes? Yes. Where are they? Bird, help me. Ah, there's a couple over there. Okay. Boop. And boop. And boop. Wait, A. And boop. Okay. We good. Let's go blow stuff up. And, is there anything valuable in the longhouse here? Yes, I'm thinking what you think I'm thinking. Oh, that's not even in here. That sucks. Anything good in here at all? No? Alright, well. Let the longhouse burn then. Oh, it is in the longhouse. What? Oh, whatever. I'll come back and clean it up later if I really need the resources. Yeah, that wasn't a great idea there, yeoman. Oh, and then I botched the parry. That's fine. Goodness. You guys are, persistent. Now getting away from me. Yeah, I'm getting away just fine. Sheep! Oh wow, I'm quite burnt. Okay, we're getting down. Ow. Try that again. God might let you lose. Ooh. Well, brain damage. Brain damage. Can't damage what isn't there. Alright, now this is getting a little out of hand. Guys, can we wrap it up here? Alright, one more grain silo.
I was just working up a sweat.
There'll be sections enough to test you in Porchester.
I will hold you to that. See you at the cabin.
Yay. Now people will go hungry. And that makes me the protagonist. Alright, where am I going next? Up here. Supply lines and whatnot. And whatnot? Yeah, you're probably real mad that I just set half your village on fire, but I have a winged horse, so get over it. You'll get over it. You'll be alright. And if it helps any, this is all in like the year 800. I'm playing from the year 2020. It's safe to say time keeps going forward. Not much consolation for the dude whose house is on fire, but hey. Clippity clap. Ooh, look at those ruins. Lots of Roman ruins around England at this time. Such a fascinating period in history. I've never really read much about it or studied it. What England was like during the Dark Ages. Oh, please tell me I get to somehow blow up a bridge. Probably not. Sup?
Bridgeworth. A forest of Saxon swords awaits. Even those walls of stone. What have you discovered?
Bridgeworth swarms with guards, reinforced from the river. Word is that two of Fulke's finest oversee such matters.
We should kill these leaders and burn their ships. Crippled and put to panic, their men will be in no place to join Fulke at Porchester.
Frightened men look to their own interests. A good plan.
No more sailing for these Saxons.
Indeed.
What do you see?
Okay, there's one there. Or somewhere in there. And there'll be another one over there somewhere.
Attack on sight here.
It will attack on sight here. So we're going to try not to be seen, because I don't want to disappoint my assassin friend. That dude down there is having a rough time. I think I've been here. Yeah, I have. I raided it with my Viking dudes. Huh. I'm gonna switch to my favorite hunter bow, or predator bow, I think. Let's see if I can get a rune in there, huh? No use having an empty spot. That'll do. Unless, do I already have, would that go better here? Is that a rune of finesse or a great rune of finesse? I don't remember. Let's go find out. Nah, it's a great rune. Okay, we're good. What? What? Alright, whatever. Just come over here. Come here. Just come here. Oh, fuck. Alright, you know what? Let's try that again. I just have a feeling it'll be easier if I get through this sneaky like. If you're hanging out, don't forget to say hey. Otherwise, I'll tell more Norse stories. Nobody needs that, huh? And I'm guessing the commander will be in that building. Let's go. Squad in.
I should not be seen in this area.
No. One more time. Try one more time and then I'm going Viking on this. I'm here sailing for these Saxons. Let's get the longbow out from up here. Sounds smart. That's probably why I didn't think to do it until just now. Oh, I can upgrade this. Oh, that... No. Yeah, we want that one. Let's upgrade this one last time. Get a critical chance. And... Bam. 151 damage. Not bad. Alright, where's that freaking schnozzle? You're not the guy, but I'm gonna snipe you anyways. Let's wait until he stops moving. Oh, perfect. Boop. And can I hit you? I can. Boop. Alright, looks like a much safer landing spot now. Oh, or we could dive into the river. That's fine. Oh, Eivor. Alright, let's cloak up. It won't help much, but it'll do something. Can I get up this tower? Yeah, there's a ladder. Let's get up here. Might be some more arrows, some more sniping I can do. Sniper, no sniping. Except I will snipe. You can't stop me. This guy. Oh. Okay. Alright. There we go. I don't know, is it truly necessary for me to do all this, like, stealthy surgical assassination of just 2 people? You think maybe I could just murder everybody? No. It's okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. We'll just hide the body. I guess I could set a trap, but ideally nobody finds the body until I'm out of here. Is that guy still alive? Yeah, that guy's very alive. Oh, that's the dude. Hey. I can't one-shot you, though, so we're gonna try this a different way. Just, Eivor, come on. The least attentive freaking fortress commander in history over here. Surprise! And we'll set a trap on him. Oh, and I need to burn boats too, don't I? Is that what's... Is that the bacon that's shaking here? Is that the boat I need to burn? I guess we'll find out. Alright, well, whatever. We'll go this way. Did I not mark this place? Thought I did. Oh well. Okay, up we go. Sneaky sneak. Found the commander. Oh, kiss my ass. Who saw me? You? Ascreed's stealth is both really good sometimes and really awful sometimes. Oh, hey, I see messages from Common. I don't know when that happened. I've been checking in here and I hadn't seen anything. Oh well, it is a wonderful kind of day. Except I literally started this conversation off by saying that it wasn't, but you know, hey. Everything passes, like I was saying at the beginning. No. No. Oh, shoot. Oh god, oh no. I hadn't killed him yet. Surprise! Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Oh. No one's gonna ring the damn bell now. Uh-oh. No, get down, you dunce. Is my kid waking up? My kid might be waking up. We'll see. You don't see me. You don't see me. No, you prick. Get up, Eivor. Get up and just put an end to this guy. Ugh. Alright, we good. Did I get them all? I did not. Oh my god. Okay, fine. Whatever. It's more fun this way anyways. Okay. Well, I've certainly caused a fuss. I think my target might be coming out. Nope. Oh, hi. You know what? Oh, that was dumb. They always dodge that. They never dodge that, though. Lol. Okay. Let's get my combat bow back out. Oh. And I think it's time to assault. Oh, nope. I got one last bit of prep work to do. So let's book it on out of here so I can fast travel again. Yep, kiddo's not waking up. At least not yet. Usually gets a little restless around this time of night. Man, I'm a proud daddy. I'm gonna mention it at least once every time I stream. I love that little dude. Hey, buddy. Oh, he's cute. I'm watching him through the monitor, by the way. He's not out here with me. That would be rude. Make him sleep out here. Well, we're coming up on 11. So I think I'm going to finish this last prep mission. And then I might do the assault. We'll see. Ah, okay. Well, that was special. Let's see here. Coming up. Almost. Almost. Almost! It's almost there, boss. Hey, Soma. Haven't seen you since, like, the second story arc.
Bandits, taking advantage of the disorder in Sussex to fill their pockets. Odin smiles on us today.
Let us make sure this place is burned to the ground. Fulke will get no more weapons from here.
We could charge in while they are distracted, but it would be safer to use fire arrows.
We burn them from afar. Watch them scatter like cats.
A sound decision. I agree. Archers! Take your positions! Stand ready, Eivor! When they see us, they will charge. We must defend the men!
Where, though? Oh, up here. Okie doke. I can do that. How am I supposed to go? Wait, with what's her face, or? Nope.
They will not get past me!
No, not really. You guys are irritating, but I'm not scared of you. This is actually quite a neat objective.
I will cut you down like wheat.
Save your energy, Eivor! There may be more yet!
Oh, he survived. Huh. Oh, please don't. Please don't make me gristle. Ow, ow, ow. Doing alright over there, Soma? Probably not. Alright, metal shields. Ooh, I'm getting hurt. How dare you wound me? Ow. Ha 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 ha, now we've got a fart cloud. It'll keep him away. And looks like we win.
Crowley dances with hard tongues. Soon it will be ashes.
Archers! Lower your bows and return to camp!
I should return to our camp.
Ooh. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go get this viewpoint here.
This place is heavily guarded.
And then, I might call it a night. I find that if I play too much right before bed, I take a long time to fall asleep. So I'd probably like some downtime. Anyways, this is kind of fun. I hope somebody watches these one day. Or I hope somebody watched them even if you didn't say anything. I liked talking about my myths and stories that I love so much. Yeah, I think I'll spend my mastery point here and then call it a night. If I do any more playing, I'll be... Oh, I might grab some of these. Some of these treasure blots, dots, spots, wealths, whatever. Anyways, it's been fun talking. But I will see you later.